Hey everyone, what is it today? Thursday, happy Thursday. So I am right outside, it's called Anytime Labs Test now, because I'm about to do, why am I screaming? I'm about to go do my food sensitivities test. So I wanted to just share with you a little bit about this process. And so why am I testing for food sensitivities? Okay, let me see. Alice, hello mama. How are you? I just tried to call you, but I saw your message. You didn't answer, which was weird. Are you ignoring me, mommy? Because I tried to call you and then I just got the phone ringing. Okay, so I'll call you afterwards. Okay, so let me back it up for a second and share with you a little bit about, this is my kit. What does it say? Exempt human specimen, because it's going to have blood in there. And this is called the MRT. So you guys have heard me talking about eating according to my own metabolic type, right? And I know that there's so much confusing information out there, right? When I was growing up, God knows I've done everything, right? I've done, we're going to talk about grapefruits maybe in a second, but I've done the grapefruit diet. I've tried fasting, I've tried not eating, I've tried binging, I've tried teas, I've tried girdles, I've tried skipping breakfast, I've tried, I even tried the cookie diet, you guys. Yeah, Jeff, have you done it? Because your name looks familiar. Mom, that is so funny. My mom and my mother-in-law are on watching me. All right. Tell my mom and my mother-in-law not to distract me. I love you, mommy. I love you, Alice, my second mama. All right, stop it. So anyway, my mother's on. She will tell you that she would help me do all my stupid diets, right? Like I would buy tea that made you just poop your pants, you know, and in an effort to lose weight. In an effort to lose weight one time, I had my 4 wisdom teeth removed in one day so that I wouldn't eat. I mean, right, mom? My mom would be like, yes, it's true. I mean, I've just done all sorts of stupid things, right? So, you know, there is so much confusing information out there, right? And I hear people say this all the time, that if you want to lose weight, that all you have to do is cut calories, right? So you have to eat less and exercise a little bit, and boom, that's the magic formula. If, I could tell you in a second, Cornelius, if that's the case, right? If we just need to eat a little bit less, then I'm just talking about America. Why are 70% of the people in the United States overweight or obese? I mean, and our obesity rate is growing every day. If it's just a matter of cutting calories, it's not. And that's what we've been lied to. This gives me goosebumps, and this makes me like just all hyped up, because if it were that simple, you guys, you men and women, you are responsible people. Most of you, right? Most of us, responsible people who are able to make decisions and have follow through. So it's not a question of just being able to follow through, because otherwise, like, you know, I am someone that follows through with most things, right? I'm not perfect, far from perfect. My dogs think I'm perfect, but I'm not perfect. But why was I struggling to keep the weight off if I was doing a calorie deficit? And the reason that is a darn out lie is because that's not how the body works. Your body uses the right foods. You need to be eating the right foods and in the right amounts for you. And if your body can use that food that you're eating as energy, then you're not going to be having issues with being overweight and with illness and with dis-ease, right? Dis-ease is like lack of ease. Because if it's just a matter of, this makes me all hyped up. If this is, whoops, hold on, my phone just fell and I'm in the car, hold on. if it's just a matter of cutting calories, right, then how come there are people that are doing this stupid grapefruit diet and then that's not working for them? I mean, you know, the last time I checked, hey Julie, the last time I checked, the grapefruit didn't have high fat or any cholesterol and all this nonsense that people talk about, right? It's because they're not the right foods for you, right? And so exactly, we all fire differently, right? We're all different. And so, hold on a second. Your body, I'm trying to leave the phone here. Your body has to get the right foods in the right amounts so that it can use that food efficiently, and then you burn that food, the energy efficiently, and so that you feel good. When you don't eat the right foods in the right amounts, your body has an imbalance. And guess what? My husband, Sigi Kalev, just said that to me last night, and I was just having a conversation the other day with the creator of Metabolic Typing, and they both said the same thing. Being overweight is a sign of imbalance, okay? So I know I've been focusing a whole lot on weight right now because I know that that's what is on most of your mind, and that was the beginning of what I mean, that's what I was obsessed with when I was 14 up until 30 something, right? So I had lost all this weight. And I know that a lot of you guys are Beachbody people. I absolutely love Beachbody. I do Beachbody programs. I drink Shakeology, and I had lost all this weight with Beachbody. I had lost 154 to 130 or something, so like 24 pounds. And then all of a sudden, I was still exercising, actually exercising more. I looked at food and I would get fat. I'm not kidding. And then I started gaining weight, and I went up to I stopped weighing myself at like 145. I was like, I can't freaking take this. By an act of God, I met my husband, and this is when I realized that, well, he basically told me, like, pee in this thing, in this cup, poop in this thing, you know, separately, and follow this way of eating. And I trusted him 100% as soon as I met him. And so I just did it blindly, and I didn't understand. Oh, there it goes. I did it blindly, and I didn't understand what. Oh, there you go. I guess I can't put my phone down. I'm getting too excited. It's like a party in my car. I want to show you the kit. So anyway, so I just trusted him blindly, and thank God, because within 2 months, I was working on getting my health back, right? So what happens when you're not eating the right foods for your metabolic type? Eventually, okay, let me back that up. So when you're not eating the right foods for your type, and on top of that, there are stressors, and this is all part of the metabolic typing program. And look at this, like, I'm in a car, there are cars passing by. Those fumes, they're having an effect on me, right? They're having an effect on you. What did you use to wash your hair? Well, now I'm using clean products, right? The makeup that we're using, if you're a woman and you're using makeup, if you go to ewg.org and you look up some of the products that you're using in your skin, on your skin and on your hair, you guys, no wonder people are suffering with infertility. More and more children are being born autistic. Like, I'm telling you, like, it'll be listed there in EWG. It'll actually be listed that these products that we're using every day to clean our house, to clean our skin, to put makeup on, they're causing issues such as infertility, right? And autism and neurological disorders. And so I'm taking this stuff really seriously. I wasn't in the beginning. And so you have to do metabolic typing as a program. It's about doing all the right things and stopping doing, if that is English, and stopping doing, is that English? Doing the wrong things, okay? So, a few years ago, and I get tested probably like twice a year for MRT, okay? the first time that I tested for MRT, that was when I met, like I told you, I met Sagi, and I didn't really understand what I was doing. I just did what he told me to do, and I felt so much better. Okay, so then a few years later, I started feeling kind of like off, and then my body started really aching again. And he said, you know, babe, I don't think it's MS or something like that. I really think it's that you have leaky gut, and I think that you need to do the MRT. So I did the MRT, and within 2 months, so I stopped eating. The MRT tells you what not to eat, okay? The MT tells you what are the right foods to eat. So it's the same, it's a different side of the same coin, right? It's all, MRT is just advanced part of the metabolic typing program. So MT tells you what are the right foods. MRT is a blood test, tells you what are the foods that you should not be eating because your body is reactive to them, okay? That doesn't mean that whatever foods I'm going to find out that I'm reactive to, that I'll always be reactive to them. That doesn't mean that at all, okay? It could be that some of them, my husband always says this, for example, he's never tasted shrimp in his life, and he knows, right, that shrimp is really not good for him, but when he tests, it says, do not eat shrimp, okay? He won't even look at shrimp. So we know that he does not eat shrimp. Okay, so when, let me see, there's so much information and it's so awesome. When the reason that we get sick is because, number one, I said this already, that we're not eating the right foods in the right amounts, but also because of all these stressors, right? They're called stress factors. Like I said, the pollution, the junk we're putting on our skin, in our hair, stress, all that stuff contributes to dis-ease, okay? When you start doing, and that's what metabolic typing is all about, when you start doing the right things for yourself, like eating the right foods, using products that are not going to, cause neurological dysfunction and not going to cause infertility, like my skin products now. Look, my nails look plain because I stopped using nail polish, okay? So yes, I'm not perfect. And so not for a second do I want you to think that, that I'm perfect or that I'm like a saint. I mean, I will not stop using Botox, right? I have breast implants. I'm not going to take them out now. So there are things that I do, like the Botox, and that I've done. I'm not trying to be a saint. I'm not trying for anyone to give me a trophy on the most perfect person, the most clean living or whatever. I'm just trying to minimize the stuff that I'm doing that is going to cause that are going to have harmful effects on me, right? So I eat according to my metabolic type. I'm doing as many of the right things as possible. And I just decided to do the MRT because a few months ago I started feeling pain again, right? So I have Hashimoto, so I have autoimmune issues, and I have thyroid issues. I started feeling pain in my joints again, really bad. And I was like, oh my God. I'm always thinking the worst when things like that happen, right? And I'm like, oh my God, maybe I have MS. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel so tired. And so that's when I got really serious about the makeup and my nails and my environment. I do not drink from plastic bottles now. I drink from glass bottles. There's still a plastic bottle in my car, but there's also a glass one, and it's probably been there for months. And so I'm doing all the right things. And I'm about to get tested for the MRT because I want to see what foods I'm sensitive to, because I still have, if my pain was on a scale of a 7 or 8 before, right now it's like 1 or 2. My joints, like a little bit, I could feel my joints hurt a little bit. And so if you were to test repeatedly, and you're really doing all the right things, chances are you're going to have less and less food sensitivities. In the beginning, I probably had like 30, and the last time I think I had 12 or 15. I don't remember, like about 12 or so. And so I want to make sure that I'm on track, right? Because what if I'm eating, kale and broccoli and my body's sensitive to those things, and the healthy foods that we think are healthy, they're not serving my body. And so I want to test for it, because there's absolutely no reason why you should be guessing. And I know that some people are doing the elimination diet. Look, in absence of something better, do the elimination diet, right? But if I have something better and I'm doing something better, I'm going to do that thing that's better, right? I can't tell you the last time that I counted calories. I can't tell you the last time that I said, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have that dessert because, you know, I'm going to get fat. If I want the dessert, I'm going to have the dessert because look at me, you know, I'm pretty thin. I just went to the doctor. I gave my arm to the girl I went to the dentist, and I gave my arm to the girl who took my blood pressure. And she's like, oh, you make me want to work out, right? I'm not trying to be anything extra. Like, I'm just living my life, trying to do all the right things. And in an effort to be my best, to feel my best. And so there we are, you guys. There we are. Okay, so I need to, you have to do this. It's 12:09. You need to do this test from Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. noon, and then it has to be shipped. I can give you the link if you guys want to check this out. This is a service that my husband actually offers. It's a professional service. He's a clinical nutritionist. And I don't know, if you have any questions, you could totally just drop them below. And so I'm just going to give them this kit. They are familiar with it, and they're going to take my blood, which I hate. That just made me like dizzy just thinking about it. And then they actually ship it for me. It comes with a FedEx prepaid envelope. In about 7 days, I will get the results, and then I'll just simply continue eating what I'm eating for my metabolic type. And then I will remove the foods that I'm reactive to, right? And so I'm just really curious to see what happens. And like I said, I've been feeling so much better. You know, when you feel healthy, when you have health, you just feel like you can do anything. I know I'm not invincible. I'm smart enough to know that I'm not invincible, but I feel good, and my brain is working, and my body feels like I have energy, and I feel creative when I feel good. And so is this an investment? It is an investment. But you know, if you can't afford it, like I know that there's some girls like Natalie, I shared her testimonial the other day. She said she did this, and she felt better after a few months, and she was on supplements that are specific to her metabolic type. And she said that she stopped doing it because she was like, like it's an investment, blah, blah. And then she paid thousands of dollars to try to get better because she didn't do this thing, you know? And so now she knows she will sell her shoes and any items that she has to do this. And I'm not saying that you should do this. I'm just saying this is what somebody has done. And I know that I'm worth the investment, because when I don't feel well, the world doesn't get served by my awesomeness when I don't feel well. And when I feel well, I am here to serve people. I am here to help other people. I'm here to be creative. I'm here to live this life that I've been given, you know? And that's what I want for you guys. So I feel like I've talked about 20 different topics on here, and you know, they're all related. So if you're struggling and you think that, like I used to think, that just eating less and cutting your calories and, you know, just eating whole foods is enough, and you're realizing that it's not enough because that's what you're doing. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because we've been lied to as a people, as a culture. We've been lied to. And, you know, calories in, calories out, that whole nonsense, it's total BS. I did it for like 38 years. And now I know something better. And I know it's not even something better. It's totally revolutionary. And I really, like, I'm on a freaking mission because people need to know, because they're suffering and it's not necessary. Like, this is a health building system. All right, I really need to go because I need to be home in 50 minutes and it takes me 40 minutes to get there, and I need to get my blood test. All right, if you have any questions, just ask away, you guys. Bye.